Hi, everybody. Hey, it's March 22nd, 2013, and I'm going to be a little light today. I'll not get out of hand, okay? It's just a real short segment here. Really, what I'm trying out is the webcam on my laptop. I just want to see how it works for quick updates. So that's what this is all about. Hey, you know, this thing with the DHS is really important because, like the situation in Cyprus with the banks, when you stand up to the government and put light on what they're doing, you can at least slow them down, if not stop them for a period of time. I doubt that you'll ever be able to totally, defeat them unless the people that are criminals that are in office are removed. But at least they know that you're not going to lay down and just get eaten by wolves like sheep do. So let me just mention a few things about this. By putting the light on their deeds, these criminals in government, these people that think that national security means that they can cover up what they're doing so that nobody can find out, we slow them down and or stop them. And of course, this whole DHS thing issue, which has now been forced into the public eye because of alternative media like myself and like Christopher Green and some others, big and small. It made it into Sarah Palin's briefings, or whatever she reads, and she brought it up. Now, the interesting thing is even she was demonized, called a conspiracy theorist, a liar, a deceiver. And that's one way you can tell who the bad people really are. When you confront them with an issue and they revert to name calling rather than answering the question. The one DHS person that did answer things, the spokeslady, said that it was bulk ammunition bought to save money. And that anybody who's been in procurement knows that's not true, especially when ammunition is involved. But at any rate, it's not just the bullets in the case of DHS. If it was only the bullets, then yeah, okay, maybe somebody's stupid and is doing something dumb like that. Although I don't think the GAO would go for it. That's the Government Accounting Office. But when you include the bullets and the armored vehicles and the assault rifles and the checkpoint little checkpoint houses and everything that's going on, and it doesn't add up, and we're just not that stupid. So we called them on it, and guess what? Now you've got about 15 congressmen that are demanding to know the answer as well, and the DHS is refusing to give them the information. Very interesting. All right, so when we confront them on their wrongdoings, this action pushes back the plans of the evil ones. Make it simple. Will we in the end? God will, for sure. About each and every individual one of us, I don't know. I would hope so. But regardless, we need to try. We can't just take it laying down. One of the issues here, though, is that, there's always that group of people that say, once you have managed to make the bad people, postpone their plans or whatever, and then nothing happens, you get these people that say, see, nothing's going to happen, you're an alarmist, you're just a conspiracy theorist, you're paranoid, you're schizophrenic. Ask them what they did, okay? When you've done all this work to try to safeguard the lives and welfare of your family and your loved ones, and you have a success, you push them back just like in a regular battle, and then they come up and they act like the agents of the enemy, ha ha ha, we weren't really doing anything. Just ask them, say, what did you do? Did you write any of your senators, your congressmen? Did you go on any demonstrations? Did you give any money to an organization that's fighting this criminality? And usually they haven't. So just remember that. Just go ahead and ask them, what did you do to help the cause of liberty? Okay? If that doesn't shut them up, they're not worth talking to anyway. Okay, on this thing with Obama, I put it out the other day with his utterance there in Israel. Yeah, I'm pretty concerned about it. I think that was a pretty brave move. But, I'm not silly enough to think that there's only one of these guys, okay? We're working against principalities and powers from the dark side. And if their front man can't pull it off, they'll get another one. So what am I saying? If we defeat this manifestation of the Antichrist, the system will bring forth another one. So just because you beat him, or he, steps on his tongue or whatever, and they have to get another guy, that doesn't mean that this thing is over with. There was a friend of mine who wrote a book called, principles, not personalities. In other words, and the dark side's the same way. They're going to get the people that can do the job. You look at the principles they espouse. The bad people look for people to do bad things. The good people look for people to do good things. So it's not the person that's necessarily making the delivery. It's the principle they stand for, and that's kind of important, especially in this situation. So the lesson here, always being vigilant and chaining the leadership, the, the, the people in government with the chains of that Constitution. That's what it's all about. Finally, real quick, if you see some type of an attack somewhere in the United States or whatever, and a lot of people get hurt, they're going to blame it on vets, constitutionalists, libertarians, Tea Partiers, Christians, whatever. They're going to say, oh, we allied with Al Qaeda or with North Korea or something like that. Don't believe it. Okay, the people that are involved in these conservative movements only just want their Constitution. They're not out to hurt other innocent Americans. And if that happens, you can bet that it's either our intelligence operatives. When I say our, I mean the U.S. government's intelligence operatives or allies, mercenaries, or something like that, where they've got a patsy and they make them do it. Okay? You're not going to see good, strong, red-blooded Americans out there blowing up daycare centers, places where people are just trying to make a living. That's not going to be that way. All right? So don't believe it. There's some television shows on right now. There's one with, I guess, these people in this Tea Party are falling for this guy who's actually a secret Taliban agent. And so they're trying to show that, we're going to get pulled into this thing because we're not very smart, or anybody in the conservative movement. So basically what I'm saying is that you're not going to find anybody in the conservative movement out to kill innocent Americans. That's hokum, that's baloney. Okay, that's what our government does in false flags. Northwoods, Operation Northwoods, those kinds of things. Being involved in those black ops operations overseas in NATO, those kinds of things. Gladio, that stuff. They do that. Americans don't. Despite the fiction foisted on the public through these tools of propaganda and entertainment, a lot of people will believe this. But try to explain to people that that's not the way conservative constitutionalist liberty lovers work. All right. Well, I just want to do this for an experiment to see what happens. I hope you have a good day out here.